My next trade target before week 4 is Dameon Pierce. Before I get into it, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Are you looking for a cheap workhorse running back to trade for? Do I have just the guy for you? Before the season started, I made several videos expressing my desire to get Dameon Pierce on my team in 2022. Some people thought it was ridiculous how high I was on him before the start of the season. And it did take him a minute to get going there, but week 3 was the first sign of his breakout. Dameon Pierce had 80 yards rushing and 1 touchdown on 20 carries and caught both of his targets for 21 yards in week 3. So he found the end zone for the first time in his NFL career, which gave him a good fantasy week last week. But really, the encouraging signs started in week 2. Pierce had 15 carries in week 2 and 69 yards on the ground game that week. And on top of all of this, Rex Burkhead, the running back who led the Texans in carries in week 1, has 3 carries since week 1. Dameon Pierce is now dominating the Texans in the carry department. Now, to be fair here, there are 2 concerns that I have. The first one isn't really a concern, but it is something to talk about. While Pierce is dominating in carries, Rex Burkhead is dominating the Texans running backs in targets. So Pierce does not have the pass catching upside right now. The second thing is a real concern that I do have. Amidst Pierce's breakout game in week 3, he did fumble the ball twice, and this contributed to the team's loss. Now, for most of the modern day NFL coaches out there, this would not affect their star players, their best players on offense. It wouldn't affect their workload that was going to be coming into the next week. But old heads like Bill Belichick, Bruce Arians, and Pete Carroll, they've taken players out of games before for doing stuff like that. Could Lovie Smith, who is an older and more conservative head coach, take that similar approach? Maybe, or maybe not, but Lovie is very conservative, and I do have my concerns with this. But if you're having doubts about Dameon Pierce right now, here's the big piece. He plays the Chargers defense in week 4, the Jags defense in week 5, the Raiders defense after the bye week, and the Titans defense in week 8. All of those teams, with the exception of the Jacksonville Jaguars, have been gashed on the run for at least 1 game this season. So when you put it all together, the positives outweigh the negatives here, and this makes him a trade target. Because in reality, all trade targets do take a leap of faith. And one of the great things right now about Dameon Pierce being a trade target, he is the cheapest trade target that I have made a video about all week. Trade for Dameon Pierce before week 4 while his value is still cheap. If you want to see another trade target before week 4, click on this video right here. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.